So you've been working really hard and you still have no wholesale deals. What should you do? I'll tell you next. Hey guys, what's going on? Jamil here. And I get it, you're in a drought. It is sucky. Well, here's the fun thing about wholesaling. And I tell this to my staff all the time. The business looks like this. It be wavy, as is life, as is everything. Everything has its seasons of ups and downs, its cycles. This is a natural thing that happens in the universe, and it's a natural thing that happens in life, and it happens in relationships, and it happens in businesses, and it happens all the time. Even the most popular musical stars are only up for a little while, and then they have periods where they slow down and things aren't the same as they were maybe a couple years ago, and that's totally normal. So what do you do in the downtime, right? How do you keep yourself motivated? How do you keep yourself on the path? What are some activities that you can accomplish in a dry spell? Well, first and foremost, I think it's important to continue building your network. You see, guys, I did $125,000 worth of assignments last week, all while filming a TV show, running a large $25 million a year company, coaching my students, living through the death of a friend, figuring out how to get my daughter, who I haven't seen in a year and a half, in the country, and all the while still having to deal with just the general life of having a family and having kids and just being a normal person. All those things, right? How did that happen? How did I make $125,000 in assignment fees while all this shit is going on? It's because my network is amazing and deals fall into my lap when my phone rings. My network has lasted years and years and years and years. And that is something that you can do in a downtime. So pick up the phone and call some real estate agents. Pick up the phone and call some wholesalers. Pick up the phone and call some buyers. Pick up the phone and call anyone in the industry. Call a title company. Ask a title company if they can introduce you to somebody that might be doing some business in the area that you like to work in. Figure out who you can have a conversation with in your industry and have those conversations. It's a great way to keep yourself busy in a downtime. The next thing that you can do is see where you have inefficiencies. When I was building Keegley, we built it so fast, Josiah, Hunter, myself, and Rahima, my sister, didn't have time to look at the efficiencies in our business. And it wasn't until we had the slowdown of the coronavirus quarantine that we really took a look at our businesses, our systems, our processes, and all of the ways in which we have inefficiencies. And so something that I'd love to share with you is that during a downtime, an important thing to do is take a look at your business and find out, where are you inefficient? Where can you plug holes? What could you do better? What systems could you employ? What things could you cut? What things could you do more of? Where could you get a greater return? All of these are extremely important things to think about, but when we're super busy and we're making money and we're making deals and we're signing contracts and we're talking to sellers and we're on the up side of the wave, it's really difficult to think about that stuff. But when you're on the down side of the wave, it's a great time to think about that stuff because, hey, you're not bringing any new income in, so why not stop the income that's leaving? Or why not at least lessen the amount of income that's leaving by making your business more efficient? Makes sense, right? The next thing that you can do, and that's number 3, is look for some more key relationships or people, new staff. You see, guys, it's really difficult to find quality people. I don't hire very easily. In fact, in my life and in my business, I have really only one person that I truly can count on, that I do business with, like at a close level, outside of my relationship with Pace and my business partners, and that's Emily. I work close with Emily. She's the one person that I have around me that I've paid a lot of attention to as a person that I think is worthwhile and building and making sure that our relationship can grow and grow and grow. I just don't hire people very quickly and decide, hey, you're gonna be somebody new that gets to be in my ecosphere and I'm gonna help you and develop you and help you grow. No, it's difficult. It takes a lot of energy. But in downtimes, you actually have the energy to do that. In fact, I'll tell you guys a funny story. I was so busy when I needed to hire Emily that I forgot to call her and tell her that she was hired. It's true. I forgot to call her and tell her she was hired, and she's giggling right now as I say this, but she actually called me a week later and was just checking in to see if I had made a different decision or went another way, and I was like, oh, no, you're hired. And so, like, I could have almost lost a very valuable person on my team because I was so dang busy and I didn't even have the time to let her know that she had gotten the job. And so something that I'm learning from that mistake, or from that possible mistake, is that when I do have a down season in life, or I have a down season in my business, to start really looking at what things in my business, what people could I add to my team that could be valuable? Where am I lacking in skill? Where am I finding areas that I wish I could do better at? Am I not so good at skills? Am I not so good at organization? Am I not so good at building my network? Am I not so good at reaching out to different vendors? Whatever those things are, right? There's people out there who are amazing at those things. And so in a down season, what you can do is do some personnel additions. Now guys, I hope that this helps you in your business, and I hope that you don't have despair in a down season. Down seasons are amazing. In fact, a friend of mine, Matthew Ferry, says the breakdowns is when you have the biggest breakthrough. So celebrate the breakdown, enjoy the space, enjoy the slowness, enjoy the stillness. It's important for you to have a real presence of mind in these times, and I wish you so much success. I'll see you guys in the next video, and do me a favor, if you had any enjoyment from this, subscribe to my channel and hit the like button, leave me a comment. I love to respond to those, and I'll see you guys in the next one.